The overarching theme of 2011 seems to be transition. With some major wins for the American beef cattle industry, leaders of both the Cattlemen's Beef Board and the National Cattlemen's Beef Association are excited to move full speed ahead into 2012.
I think what I will remember most is just the whole spirit of the cattle industry. You know, 2011 has been a great year price-wise, and the industry has come together quite a bit, and I think that's one thing that I'm going to be most memorable.
As you know, we've had some ups and downs and some turmoil over the past year, and the thing that I'm proud of the most is that the checkoff was never in danger. It went on and did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Well, we have had a lot of wins in the industry. I think the industry is in incredibly good health, especially considering the significant challenges that we are facing on the consumer side. We have consumers that want to know more than ever about their food. We've had challenges with the dollar. We've had challenges in our marketplace abroad. But we've addressed a lot of those challenges this year, and we'll continue to address them. I'm so optimistic about the health of the industry.
Well, 2011 is no doubt going to be a year that I will remember within the beef industry as one full of challenge, change, and courage. But perhaps one of the most important outcomes that our team was able to accomplish in 2011 was that of the mutual recommitment to our business relationship with the Cattlemen's Beef Board on behalf of the work that NCBA does as a proud contractor to the beef checkoff program.
You know, another thing that's really worked well in 2011 that I've been very proud of is the renewed sense of partnership we have with a lot of our partners in the industry. I mean our contractors, the industry groups that have producers that pay the checkoff as members. I mean the state groups, the state beef councils. We've really renewed that sense of partnership, and that is a kind of a new feeling for us lately. So I'd really like that feeling to continue. I'd really like that partnership to grow even stronger.
Well, 2011 was a great year for our team at NCBA. It seemed like the common question we focused on all year was, how do we get more people to enjoy beef more often all around the globe? First, with focusing on some groundbreaking initiatives like the Beef Sustainability Assessment Project, as well as the Cattlemen's Stewardship Review Project. We also cut through consumer clutter in bringing forward the BOLD study, what often is referred to as beef in an optimal lean diet, and changing that paradigm from beef causes heart disease versus that of beef as a part of a heart-healthy diet. Third, in looking at burdensome regulations and legislation that really would limit the freedom to operate responsibly for beef producers across this country, pushing back on that legislation. Examples of that would be like the proposed GIPSA rule, death tax, as well as the EPA, while at the same time pushing forward the passage of some long overdue free trade agreements with Korea, Panama, and Colombia. And last but not least, by working together in a way that we put our differences aside across all of agriculture to focus on one outcome of enhancing consumer trust in American agriculture. And we did that through the U.S. Farmers and Ranchers Alliance project. So those would be some of the real key wins that I see that our team was able to accomplish in 2011.
I would say if transition was the theme of 2011, solidification is the theme of 2012. We absolutely must keep our eye on the prize for checkoff programming. Checkoff programming is the key. The work of the checkoff, the promotion, the education, the research, that's the key. So when we get all these other things solidified, when we get the relationships solid and full of trust, when we get the administration procedures absolutely rock solid, when we understand key measurables in each program and how to evaluate them, when those things, when the bedrock is solid and the programs can thrive from that, because we don't need to worry about those things anymore. So I would say solidification, solidifying the foundation that we're starting to build in 2011 and 2012 so we can move forward even more on programs. The work of the checkoff, that's the key.
For every dollar you spend in the checkoff right now, it returns you over $250. And you cannot go wrong by investing in your own business, in your own industry. So the checkoff is so imperative for the beef producers. If we did not have the checkoff, we might not even have a beef industry today. Because 25 years ago when we started the checkoff, we were on a downward spiral on beef consumption in the United States, and since that time we've leveled off and even begun to rise that consumption in the United States and also in the world.
Well, it has probably been the most humbling and challenging event of my life. You know, it is so humbling to have so many people put that much faith in you. So that's very humbling, and of course it's very challenging with all the different aspects of the beef industry that NCBA covers. We do everything from the seed stock through the cow-calf, stocker, feeder, processor, retailer, the whole industry. There's a lot of moving parts there, and so that's a big challenge.
Our team works our butt off every day to fulfill the NCBA purpose, and that is to be the trusted leader and definitive voice serving the beef industry. That's a commitment that our team takes very seriously. And as we move into 2012, we want to engage and work with every one of you in a way that allows us to create these opportunities for growth, not just for this year, but for several decades to come, and probably most importantly, for that next generation that's following in our footsteps.